Hello, welcome to Indianapolis. Good evening, everyone. Bit of a different one today. Back to the good old RF2. It's a bit of a community event, you know, it's not gonna be crazy esports or anything. Damage is set to 25%, so even if we like fully bin it, it's only 15-20 seconds of repairs. It's gonna be a nice one, but still we will be going 380, so I am very stressed about it. Right, we have... Wait, I have to be in the chat to listen for any information. In the Overtake Discord, there we go. Gloves. And let's find a nice Slipstream. Supposedly it's like 10 minutes until the racing begins. Right, this is live, I can close this, chat is up, and we are ready to drive. I need the cooling. Yeah, there is not gonna be much time to look at the chat and respond to anything, so in some way it's a bit of a good situation that RF2 is not that much watched compared to Le Mans Ultimate. Thank you, MD. Yeah, a lot of luck will be needed here. I don't really have much experience in ovals. Although I did do relatively fine when Formula Sim Racing did the Indy 300 as part of the autumn or like winter series. Hi HSM, hi Joao. But I've never done the full 500. I was considering doing the iRacing one because that one is, well, one of the most popular events in sim racing in the whole year. But I would be split 250 or something. I don't have any oval rating at all. And you cannot catch the car in iRacing like the yellow car head did. It's a bit too forgiving here in RF2 to drive on oval, but it's good fun. It's gonna be probably many safety cars, but it's limited to 2 hours, so maybe we don't even get the full 125 laps. But it's like it's automatic safety car, it's not manual. I mean, there is quality. Oh, ow. Nice. Yeah, the 25% damage means I don't have any damage.
Whoa!
Ooh.
And
Whoa,
there goes his
the-
engine.
Big fire.
Wow. Nice downshift. But in iRacing, it creates splits by your rating, and then you have quali within your split. So, yeah. I would be split 250, or I don't know how many people do it. And I don't think there is really any live stewarding. I mean, it's kind of more like a community event. This engine's loud. I do have my headset quite loud, to be honest. Okay, that's better. It's like race department community event, and I thought I prefer doing that in RF2. In the sense, like, as long as RF2 is still alive enough to have 30 people per race like this. Although, yeah, almost 30 people signed up, but 2 or 3 had to pull out of it. Even Michi had to pull out. He had some clash, unluckily. But only like 20 people in the server now, so I don't know where the other third is. But maybe they are still joining. What is game? Game is R Factor 2. Ah, yeah, responded already. I'm not sure what Michi is up to. I mean, he did register. We registered together. That corner is so difficult. Is that damage? No damage. I mean, you see, it's not... it's not gonna be like a crazy realistic, incredible, like high top performance event, but it's a community event, which is as can be expected for RF2, which is a game that's being slowly replaced by Le Mans Ultimate. But there is no Indy 500 in LMU possible, so yeah. But I know that if LMU Physics one day makes it into R Factor 3 or 4 or whatever it's gonna be named, and if there is modding and if there is IndyCar, then it's gonna be really great fun, and it's gonna be really realistic. I want to remove from Tiny Pedal like that Dallara thing, but I don't know how. Relative. Show position change. I don't want position change. Driver name shorten. Vehicle name, vehicle brand. That's hidden. Why is it showing there? Time gap. I don't get it. Anyway, we save that. And let's go for one final outing before we switch to race. Well, I mean, I can kind of turn left, but I mean, I took a setup from the forum. They said that it's solid, so I believed them. It was not that solid, so I did some clicks, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never set up cars for ovals. And it's an issue because you're going for lowest possible drag, and corners are flat out, but as soon as you're in traffic, the car completely disintegrates and you need a very different setup for traffic. But then you have no pace when in clean air, so it's a big challenge and you need a lot of knowledge.
Alright everyone, good luck tonight. It looks a lot more competitive than last year.
In this
Yes.
Yeah, looks like everyone's up for it big time.
Famous last words.
I mean, we'll see. Obviously, you got to take the lap times here with a pinch of salt, because they're all very different depending on how much of a toe you've got and whether you make passes and stuff on the maps. But yeah, I think it's looking like a good grid.
MD, I'll start from P2. We had quali actually
As
on
long as everybody
Monday,
behave themselves.
Exactly.
but I didn't stream it.
Is it live on Twitch yet?
They
But
are
no
on
idea about the
YouTube.
overall pace in
Oh, they
traffic.
are now also on Twitch.
Car class. Okay, potentially. Would make sense. I need to remind myself how the strategy works in Indy 500 as well.
Peter, I think your mic is currently picking up the live stream that you're watching because we can hear.
Yeah, sorry. I was checking to see because he said it was on Twitch. Sorry.
Good evening and good evening.
Hola, hello.
You made it.
Cheese wedge
Oh,
for
yeah,
cheese
barely.
people. Wedge is called weight jacker in the setup. But basically it goes from 0 to 1.0 and I don't know what exactly it does, like it feels like a wedge is being like hammered into suspension, and the more you increase wedge the more right height you have on the rear, the more rake, but it's like diagonal, so only rear right is going up or something. Basically understeer to oversteer setting, so in the traffic I will go a bit higher.
Right. I think that is the 20 of us who will be racing tonight.
They eat cheese instead of drinking.
That's not the 28 you hope for.
They have liquid cheese in the bottle.
A few people did have the decency to post that they were pulling out, but then a lot of people haven't done any laps, so you know, I think the people who haven't joined us yet, who are signed up and haven't said they're not racing, I don't think I've seen any of them on the server, so I have no idea how prepared they would be for the race, so I'd much rather keep 20 quality drivers who've done laps in the traffic and are, you know, aware of what it's going to be like and hopefully have fewer crashes.
Agreeing with the race
Imagine that,
director here.
calling both Leslie and Steve a quality driver. Huh.
I'm sorry, who's on pole?
And the other thing is, who crashes a lot?
Yesterday it was Roy.
Oh, blame Roy because he's not here.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan. Everything that goes wrong, I think Magnus hit us. We found a different Scandinavian to blame for the ghost crashes.
The aero pushing is a real thing here. You get like 5 kph extra if a car is behind you, but you lose a bit of downforce as well, so it's tricky on the exits if you have somebody close. Oh, but the rear rotor, like the rubber, is building up, so it's quite a lot more pleasant to drive now compared to a practice session. Bump draft does not work. Believe me, I tried. We ended up in a very fiery crash. Looks like we are going till the end of warm-up. Nice understeer. Wanna try a bit of dirty air as well. So let me fake. No, I'm not. He doesn't want. A little bit of brake pedal solves everything sometimes.
Please don't rejoin onto the track straight into a pack of 3 cars like that.
And it's funny how the rear right gets the most thermal drag, but actually the front is fading harder. But indeed there is no need for bump draft, because if you're driving 370 behind somebody like this, you're making like a heavy aero push. That's a wing. Everybody uses a bit wider entry into all these corners, and I don't know why. If I do that, I just understeer off. Right, minute 50 to go.
Oh well, I think I'm going to do something as unique as muting myself for this race. I want to record or stream my point of view so I can look at it later. So
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, if you want to actually like live stream it and you don't want to be in the voice chat, that's absolutely fine as well.
yeah, I'm just muting. So
you're here or
no,
Well,
I
first-
won't. I won't hear either. I won't. Yeah, no.
copy that? No worries.
I don't do as I have 2 computers, one for voice chat and one for gaming. So yeah, but if something happens on the server on race start or something, I can
Spot on.
Yeah.
mute sound on stream and
Bonjour,
join back in, yeah.
Pierre.
Also, I'm not sure I will be able to chat much during the race. It will be quite hectic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean,
So then, good luck to everyone.
Yeah,
Cheers,
good
I
luck
love you
all.
too.
There's 2
And see
green
you on
flag
the-
laps, just remember that.
Yeah, good luck.
And then, yep, good to go.
And see you guys on the other side.
Hell yes.
I'm gonna be muting after warm-up as well. They just said I have to join for some information, but I don't think anybody will be speaking much during the actual race. But yeah, the tiny...
left the server. He doesn't have long to get back on the server or he's going to miss this.
Uh-oh. Yeah, the tires are quite forgiving here. You can actually catch big slides, although in real life sometimes you can see videos when people did like impossible saves, but more often than not it ends up in a huge shunt. So I think here the tire starts, I mean it's classic RF2, even on oval. Tires start to slide a bit too quickly, but when they slide they don't really lose as much grip as they should. So you're kind of constantly correcting a little bit, especially on exits. And the tires overheat and so on, but it's not that big of a deal. But
Okay, well
it's
everyone make
always...
sure you've got all your pit stops all set up and everything's ready to go. And yep, everyone make sure you get on the grid in the next minute. And have a good one.
Alright. Yeah, it's always a bit... we are very close to an incident at 370 with very small wings, right? So there is a bit of tiny movement and tiny corrections that have to be done. And the wear, I think it's drastically more indeed, because it depends. It depends how you drive. If you try to stick really close and then you have a lot of dirty air and both right tires suffer a lot. But in clean air, it's easy flat. Also depends on the setup a lot. Thank you, Pierre.
Good luck, everybody.
10 seconds.
10 seconds indeed.
Anybody who didn't make it to the grid, you can... Okay, drive to the end of the pit lane and wait there till the red light goes green. You might have to wait 2 laps, but if you come through that red, it might disqualify you, so you'll just have to wait, unfortunately.
And yeah, Miguel, the tire sound is not great.
2 laps here, double file, race start. And then we're going to go, no, you can go forwards, it's double file.
No accelerating till the green flag prompts, right?
Yes. Wait until it says green and then you can accelerate. Same with safety car restarts. No accelerating until it says green, but you can overtake as soon as it says green. Except on the race start, you have to wait till the line.
Yeah, about tire sounds. I mean,
any penalties for something like speeding in the pit lane? You've got, I think, 5 laps to serve it. Yeah, just try and keep it calm. And Roman is too late, unfortunately.
Tire sounds in LMU are still getting worked on, for sure. Actively developed, but in RF2 there has been this slider that you could put tire sound to 0 or to very loud. But it didn't necessarily correlate with the actual sliding too well. And in the past people have maxed it out, so you could get very good info about slip angle and current wear rate from the sound, but then the system was upgraded and then it became irrelevant. But yeah, anyway. Slowly but surely closing up to the green flag, and I am quite nervous. I don't know how to do this start.
Lights are out, we are going for a start.
125 laps, good luck everyone, keep it
Cheers,
clear.
good luck all.
Boggity boys. Wait, that's NASCAR.
Let's go left to left to left to left again.
This is gonna be worse than NASCAR probably.
For the greatest spectacle in racing.
Turn right to go left. Huh.
Yeah, second gear start for sure.
But it's opposite day.
Thank you guys.
Oh no.
I think first gear. Second was the one. Anyway, we are live and alive. Yep. Didn't take long. I mean, we survived 2 corners, right?
Unlucky. Damage shouldn't be too much, so if you got some damage and you're unhappy, feel free to go to pits when the pit lane opens, but not before that.
Or turn 2.
Yeah. Slow and turn 2. The safety car is quite slow out the pits, so watch out as it all bunches up. So, because no one's gone a lap down, we should get pits open and then green the next lap, hopefully.
The good thing is that it wasn't me that caused the full course yellow, and that we are now going for a single file
You saw what
restart.
happened, what caused it.
Sorry.
I'm not blaming anyone, I'm just
Motherfucker.
interested.
Time for Ferrari strategy. Box, box, box. No. Not yet. But I fear
It
I'm
was
gonna mess up the strat at some point.
the IKEA car just turned like I wasn't there, and I just had the wall to go to.
Ah, unfortunate.
One lap to go.
Right, 1 lap to go, so we should be going green at the end of this one.
Safety car count. Yeah, well, let's see how far we go with the count.
Then I ramped somebody in the safety car now.
Oh,
But
I
totally
have engine
was
map,
looking
to
at
be
the
honest.
other
I forgot, but I don't know if it makes any difference, to be honest. Do we need to warm up the tires here?
lights are out. Safety car heading into turn 4, but we're all still quite slow, so whoever's at the back, you've got time to catch up, and you'll approach with speed. Safety car pit lane, waiting for green flag.
Well defended. But I did the mistake of not going for the move, I think. I don't understand that line from the leader, but he can pull it off somehow.
Bloody hell.
Oh,
Whoa.
What happened there? Did someone get turned on the start line?
No, somebody just absolutely just went slightly right and then bang left, straight across.
Wow.
That guy, Omaro or something, he's just too aggressive. He just keeps banging in,
Count is
banging
to
into my
engine
car. He
mode.
just tapped me
Copy,
into the
thank
wall
you.
there, that's what brought that out.
that was very, very well timed. Because on the inside I had a little bit of a problem, as I think Fazi was coming around the outside with an overspeed, and he would have got the toe of the leader. I don't know how to pronounce the leader's name with a double U.
Picking up exit of 2.
Yeah, slowed down quite a lot now.
Yeah, I really wonder how much the map 1 saves fuel here. But if it helps me get one less lift and coast for an extra lap, then that's fine. The overlay calculating the amount of laps I can do. I can do almost whole race distance. It's good and bad at the same time that heavily crashing and then going to pits makes you not really lose the lead lap, you just catch back. I think it's like, was it like, I had a huge shunt and it was like 17 seconds full repair.
Okay, we have a few more through the pits apparently. Oh, that's also could be damage from the spin.
Wonder at what point it actually
Safety
starts
car in
making
this lap.
sense to box during the yellow. Okay, well, I'm happy to stay in P2, take some slipstream. I don't know how is it to actually try to go for a move if P3 behind gets a run on me and I have overspeed on the leader. I kind of have to go for it and then carry the speed around the outside into a corner, and that's very scary. Mode 8, gear 2. Is there a small contact or was it just a bump? Don't squeeze! If we keep 3 wide, I think we're gonna let the leader pull away. But the fuel consumption in the lead is quite heavy.
Fucking hell, Yannick.
I struggle with this late exit understeer, but I don't want to have more wedge.
I saw that. That was Liam.
Ooh, he tagged me as well. Bugger.
SC count 3. Oof. Ah, that's quite intense.
Egg slapper or
I think he clipped the wall on the outside of 3. Because as I was turning into 4, I just looked back and there was this yellow and blue thing firing itself into the inside wall. And he was on his own, so whether he'd got a little bit of our toe and
yeah,
didn't
it looked
quite
like
have
quite a
the
bit of melee behind me.
yeah, we're not quite able to get past Yerne, who's doing an amazing job at being a teammate for you.
What the fuck?
What happened?
Somebody was stopped. Oh my god.
The damage is really low, so
Have you made
I hit
contact?
the wall a couple of times.
Yeah, okay, well, I did with
Zero
Liam
damage.
when he came back on track.
Ah, right.
He, through no fault of his, obviously he was out of control. I had nowhere to go, but somebody was stopped on the track. Just stopped.
Looks like we have 2 or 3 guys that are not doing.
How's the fuel
What they
save
should.
going, Leslie?
Quite
It's
alright,
not.
I would say. I'm just glad I'm saving my tires this way.
Yeah, but
This
the
is a
thing with
shambles so
tires,
far, like.
tires are
We're
free
getting
to
some running
replace.
in.
Now I've got a stop go for illegally passed before pit
Legally
entrance.
past who?
I've no
Ah.
idea.
Oh, what, before the pit entrance it did that?
Yeah, well, no, it came up as I went into the pits, but it was telling me
you
to catch
pulled
up to
you-
Liam.
Oh,
Out of the
go
things.
away then.
Ah, there is a live steward.
Does somebody know a trick to change engine boosts?
Having mapped a button for it. That's the only trick I would
Ooh.
know. Whoa, okay, the safety car
Yeah.
just jumped.
Lag.
Everyone did.
Yeah, I should make like a poll
Right,
or
safety car
betting
lights are out.
table
Oh, no way, I'm nowhere
about
near you.
amount of total SC.
I can only keep it 160, otherwise I'll get penalized for going too slow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Restart free. It goes green earlier and earlier, I think. I mean, just random, but yeah. Ooh. Well, that wasn't the best racing line. That's my problem with the setup. I cannot carry as much speed through the corners as the leader. I just start scrubbing front right. I'm such a noob. Should have defended the inside or what, I don't know.
Whoa, not a leg spike.
What is going on? That server hiccups. Into the lead. What do you have to do now? I don't know, 3 wide.
Pete, I saw you there, but it's not a problem. Keep going.
Oh, how did that not end in a massive one?
I don't know.
That shouldn't be savable.
I also had to lift coming out of turn 4, otherwise I would have pin maneuvered in, so...
Yeah.
Should have just done it so we can get a yellow flag and catch up.
Wait, you said it was a shambles of yellow flags earlier. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, some of the driving standards. Idiots. They're just hanging people off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
There we go.
Oh,
Ah, yes. That's
just
played
as
into
Leslie
our
made-
hands, Peter.
I don't think you would have kept first place through the corner, Leslie, but that came out at the perfect time.
I mean, with how I've kept my tires alive, that I may would have held it.
We just passed the pits there and we just see someone pointing backwards in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I should be in the wall without whole rear half of the car, you know, but thank you to the RF2 over exaggerated grip at high slip angles, it was catchable. Yeah, you lost 2 positions with a mistake. I don't know how to defend. Like, you have to defend the inside, but if you defend the inside like that, you just
Safety
get
car's
fully
still
boxed in.
in the short shoot between 1 and 2, so we're slowing right down now.
Yeah, caught up with him.
Entry turn 2.
Iron unlucky. I really don't know how to defend this. Like, you just have to commit for the outside instead of getting boxed in, but
Uh-oh.
Oh god, where are they going?
or maybe the dynamics of battling is just sometimes that no matter what you do, you're screwed and you're just either losing 1 position or 2 or 10.
Hey. Follow Yannick.
Don't defend, yeah.
Oh, crash, I've got to follow Yannick
Would have been potentially a better decision.
for some reason. Oh, and he's going into the pits.
Okay.
Oh, and so is Sofiane. Please allow Sofiane. He's in the pits. Catch up to Andrew Lingard.
I think we're getting the lucky dog.
There isn't any lucky dog because it's IndyCar, not NASCAR. If you go a lap down, you've got to battle
Unlap
your way to the
yourself.
front. Yeah, you've got to unlap yourself and then hope for a caution. Unfortunately, that's just...
when all the lead cars pit,
Yeah,
you stay out, and then you are the lead car in the pack, and then the safety car will let you pass as well.
yeah.
If you're between the leader and the safety car, then it applies to
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of a job to
Strategic
get
game.
back, but it's doable. I mean, so what, are you a lap down then?
Yeah, I guess surviving in the top
I
5
think everyone's caught back up to the pack.
and then nailing the strategy in the last part is what one has to do. And then it's a gamble between top X.
Lights are out.
Ooh, big lag.
I think somebody had a very long 3rd gear. Let me through. No blue flags around here, right? I'm doing something wrong in the last corner. Okay. What is the count for?
We had a crash in turn 1.
Franz Hermann. Franz Hermann, I don't know. Maybe under a different name. Number 6, mode 1. Copy.
Ah, Sofian. What the fuck's he up to?
Hey, he's too aggressive, that guy, whoever he is. Like, I don't know if he's in here or what. Like,
I thought 6 is too much.
So has Sofian now
I'm catching
caused
up.
2 cautions, is that what you're saying?
No, he just went slam past everybody here in the queue. I don't know what he's up to. Like.
Yeah, Doc, I couldn't get together a team. And it would... I mean, if I did it,
he's just still a bit down.
I would want to do it like with Rafa.
I think he's he's a couple of laps down as well after his few spins.
But indeed, what a contrast that would have been.
I think sometimes it catches people out when, you know, the pack goes backs up a wee bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then all of a sudden everyone just domino effect all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to be prepared for it, really. Like the last few spin outs, have they been contacts and someone's gone round, or have they just kind of lost it on their own in reaction to what's happening? Do you think?
I didn't see that one.
Pinky Boy's in the pits.
New tyres. I mean, this was his Daytona strategy. Every time there's a caution, pit. But
If you're at the back of the grid, that works, right?
yeah, because we go green quite quickly. It's a bit of a risk at the moment pitting under yellow. I mean, obviously you don't quite lose as much as you lose under green.
But I'm halfway through the tank.
Me, we're 20% on the way.
We are. I have so much fuel. I love it.
So the next yellow, I might have to start thinking of pitting.
Fuel, I've got tires, I'm happy. I'm H-A-P-P-Y. You know I am, I'm sure I am, I'm H-A-P-P-Y.
Don't give up the day job, Leslie.
I wasn't planning on it.
Thanks, fuck for that.
I'm also no Ken Miles, so...
Your setup's good though, Leslie.
At least something.
Well, I'm holding the fastest lap at the moment.
What a guy.
Yeah.
See, someone was doubting you earlier when I called you a decent driver. And there you are, sat with the fastest lap at the OT 500. What a guy.
Ah, Steve didn't react there.
I missed the bloody star. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I retract my statement about Steve being a good professional driver.
He's a driver, he went to his
So
head.
busy chatting. I'll get it back. Oh god, I got Pinky Boy behind me. This could end up in disaster.
Oh,
Oh god. That was too much on the steer.
yeah, now with 25% damage, he will still be able to normally continue, which is fine, I think, for this event. Oh, that was a bumper draft. But then knowing how low the damage is, we all just drive with a different mindset. Don't, man. We have to work together. This is very different than the Indy 500 in iRacing is gonna be in the next days. Oh, we are losing time to the top two. But top two know very well what they are doing. But P3, I don't quite understand his lines still. We are just giving ourselves, well, giving the leaders free time. I'll go for it and hope he cooperates.
Go, Peter.
Okay.
Now we desperately need another yellow. Because now we are losing, what, 2/10 per lap? Yeah, 2/10 and a half. I don't know, should I have stayed behind Bourlage, if that's the pronunciation. He's not really close enough to give me any aero push, but I'm fuel saving for him while I'm using all the fuel. Banner, it's 1 to 5 laps because it is a 1 to 5 lap race, so 125 laps is 500 miles. Wait, have I mixed up something? Forgive me if I'm speaking utter bullshit about stuff, because I am not really a big follower of the US series. So to be honest, I just know that it's 500 miles, but I have no idea what's the actual distance.
Oh,
Okay.
someone's in the wall.
No,
No, yes, fucking Alex.
Oh, fuck, he just missed me.
What
Yeah.
I needed.
Where was that?
It was coming between 3 and 4. The
Oh,
guy
no.
lost-
100 kilometers,
lost it, and then he
copy.
came right across. I just missed him, and then he cut Steve there. He was way out of control.
It is 200, wait. I think we had 100 laps at FSR, and it was called Indy 300.
Oh yeah, I can see all the skid marks in the final corner.
So I don't know how exactly all the calculation is done to get to 500. Numero
Well,
6.
everything just slows down. You can see the car going at you.
Yeah.
The jury's still out on what kind of skid marks.
Yeah,
yeah.
There were some black ones, but there was definitely a brown one.
Ball wash only.
Safety car turn 2.
Well, 14 liters remaining. I guess everybody boxes now. Yeah, Daniela, it makes sense, right?
They've just found the replay on the live stream with Sofian again.
I just assumed it's like
where he was well out of
500
control,
miles.
like.
Oh yeah. No malice there. That's the second one I've had tonight.
Then my title is wrong. Stream title. I'm gonna fix it after the stream. As I see, my millimoles per liter have
Now there's a crash
absolutely
at the start.
gone to Narnia, but there is not much I can do
Everyone
about
was
it.
getting warned for driving too slow, and then one of the yellow and blue cars was going a bit slow, and everyone just checked back up.
Oh, I tagged him a bit, but he kind of brake checked me. It's fine, no damage. Where was my Bite point.
That's probably an exciting race off pit road if the live stream were watching that.
I fully optimized my clutch bite point, and now it just did not work. I don't think...
Oh, Steve's
Wait.
on the podium.
So is Ola and Peter.
Wow, good job.
That's it, throw the flag now.
I didn't really lose
yeah,
or gain
no, this is
anything.
quite useful because there's quite a few lapped cars now.
Ahead.
Kind of ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is good. Who's actually right at the front of the pack at the moment?
Ola,
Behind the safety car, Ola.
I think. Or at least he's in first. I don't know who's right at the
'Cause
No, there's a couple of cars ahead of him.
yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. The safety car's staying out a bit more. It might try and let some people through. I don't know.
It's 1 lap to go.
There's three cars in front of Ola, and then one car between Peter.
One of them is Liam, I think.
Yeah,
Just-
but yeah, no, they're a lap down. So that's what I mean. So it's now those two in front of Ola. It's massively in their interest to stay in ahead of the leader, because if there's another caution, they get their lap back. So this is exactly what we were talking about earlier. So, like, those of us who are in the lead, the lapped cars are within their rights to race us just as hard, because it's as much good for their race to stay ahead of us.
So, carnage will ensue. Americans mistake because they use a wrong unit. Yep, that's how it is. But I, on the fly, adjusted my clutch bind point a bit. I hope it's gonna be better next time.
How much fuel did you have left when you came in? Well, no, this isn't the question now because it's restart.
Okay, why are we already speeding up?
And there was a massive gap, I think, from Sofia.
Yeah, we were doing 180.
Yeah.
The safety car was 160.
The front two cars were away from the safety car, but then.
I think Sofian decided to let everyone through, but that held us all up, really. But it's alright, I think we all got through safely, and
Oh yeah.
it definitely opens it up a little bit at the front.
Well, up into effective P2, which is nice. I need more front bite.
Oh, bloody hell!
Well, that's
Shit.
loud.
That's yeah, that's a bit buggered. Unlucky,
Was
mate.
that,
That was a tire. That was a tire clipping into the wall.
oh, what?
So my right front is gone.
It's ripped off?
Yep.
Oh. Are you able to crawl it back to the pits?
Well, the pits is closed, so I have to do another lap. Like this.
Right. The Vettel
Lucky.
2009 Australia.
I lightly tapped the wall, and all of a sudden my wheel just flew off.
That rings a bell. There used to be issues like that at
I
Monaco.
can't really explain or help.
Nah, that's
With that.
that's just wall physics in this game.
Yeah,
You know
that is
Copy Eric.
massively
Thank
unfortunate.
you.
Let's just hope you have the most talented pit crew of all time.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
They
Yeah,
send
they
you out
said-
with a wheel, but no suspension, and the game just goes, that'll do.
They said it was
Yeah, I'm trying to
limited
catch up
to
to
2 hours,
I'm on
so
3 wheels. It's not ideal.
guardrail after
What happened?
concrete.
You just ran the outside
I know.
of someone, and it
Just
went there.
completely
or
on my own, lightly tapped
I
the
know
wall.
what you mean.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where the like barricade stops. You get a bit of guardrail.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
had it at just the wrong angle.
And that was the case
Oh,
at
yeah,
Monaco
that
at swimming
is-
pool, and also out of
Ah,
the
and
tunnel on the
heartbreaking.
right. And
It's also
so
suspension braking, but you don't want to hear that.
out of turn 1 as well, I think.
Looked impressive though, Leslie.
Look, hopefully, at least you get a proper clip out of it on the live stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this, I guess, on this side. So we are P3 now, but I guess P1 has much less fuel, but has already stopped.
How
I can't
talented
break
he.
into
Ah,
my
there is
pit-
another,
my
yeah,
pit
okay, out of
box.
turn 2.
Yeah, I just went past you there. You're at the end of the pit there.
It's gonna take 4 minutes.
Oh,
That's a big repair.
yeah, that's pretty talented pit crew to put a wheel back on in only 4 minutes. Yeah, they've got to plumb in the brakes and everything.
With the safety car, I may lose only 2 laps.
Yeah, we're going green this lap though.
Oh yeah, that's an issue. Well, that's me out.
Well, you just got to hope that another shunt happens, like on the restart.
Don't worry, it will.
Don't tap me like that. The pink car has less fuel, right? So easier acceleration. That car is now on the limit with the rear. That wedge thing, or the white jacker, is so useful for the fine tuning. I don't know what setup they are running, but I just cannot stay that close. He can just be flat out right under my diffuser. I cannot leave a space on the right.
How's the wheel?
50 seconds remaining. So I'm gonna be 5 laps behind.
You'll be right.
What can happen in 80? We'll see.
That's the thing. You have got the pace to unlap yourself, which is a good thing.
But I did get a drive through for speeding in the pit.
Aww.
Which was unfortunate because I couldn't brake.
I was gonna say, was that on entry or exit?
Well, that was an exit because it's very hard to brake on 3 wheels.
Peter, did I tap you there?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
It was the ones in front, they're a wee bit slow, and the end they're like getting sort of
Yeah.
tied up with each other. It's a bit slow coming out.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, my front just starts skidding across the track. I can hear the skids, like with my road car in the winter.
I think it's your man Rambo or something, or everything that he's not very consistent.
No, he seems a bit sort of all over the place.
I think they touched there. At the back, right?
No, you didn't. It was close though.
No, I think them two touched in front of me.
Oh, all right.
Yannick just came down.
Yeah.
here and stuff.
Yeah, he tends to pull out in front of you
Yeah.
when he's on the inside. So iffy on the corners.
I need to push the rear so much with this front understeer. And then it's so snappy.
I think we'll leave it far too late to go into turn 1.
Hang on a minute, when did I do a 40.0? That's unbelievable.
Nice one.
Fourth gear, I'm not gonna try. Although it depends on the gearing ratios, right? I mean, I clicked around a little bit.
Fuck's sake, Yannick.
Oh,
He's a nightmare, eh?
Yeah, he just
Absolute bloody nightmare.
He leaves it to the last second, then you can't
Yeah.
go like into one corner together. Like.
okay. Somehow P2. I don't know why. But I'm gonna take it.
God, this pit lane is long.
Okay. Nice move. Yeah, that's quite drivable in fourth, flat out. I think it cuts a little bit with the RPM limiter. They can just carry so much more speed. I'm not really running into 6 gear limiter though, I think. Maybe just slightly towards the end of the straight, but that shouldn't affect things too much.
Oh, okay.
That was quite a long phase without a yellow.
That was Sophian again. I think losing it just on his own.
It's
Still on the lead lap, indeed.
I might give him a final warning. Because I did say course 3 and we will have a reason to kick you out.
I mean, I'm fairly certain it was him because I was 3 laps behind him and now it's only 2.
I'll just see on the line.
Was behind it.
It was him.
Yeah.
Do a box now. If I box? Do a box. At some point I will have to do some alternate strategy call, but if I box I'm gonna be like at the back of the field, right?
There's a lot of people who jump with starts and then cause
Many people
problems.
box still.
Hard, like.
At what point do I throw the strategy away?
Maybe let him know he's on 2 out of 3 strikes, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought that...
I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, one more pit stop to go, yeah?
Just keep going, Peter. It'll change. The information.
It was telling me I was warning.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm behind Steve!
Did we make a mistake, Edward?
What, staying out?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I hope so.
Not yet.
That's the launch.
We could try leapfrogging.
Hello?
Well, I mean, I'm happy to... Well, yeah, we can do that. Just try and extend our fuel tanks a bit.
I need to let somebody to pass who is not behind me, so I don't know what's the situation. Maybe I'll get a drive-through for no reason.
Who's it saying let through?
Sofia Namara.
He's still in the pits. Bear in mind that he's a lap down, so he might be around you, but not on the
It
same
says
lap.
please catch up now. Okay, all good, sorry. Not sure if it changed, but yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
think as pit stops happen, it gets a bit confused. Then when you cross a sector line, it'll sort itself out.
all
Who's
good.
the first car in the queue?
Well, that was a nice
was
nice
who's the
strategy
first
call.
car in the queue?
Yeah, I can
Correction,
see 2 cars
GG.
ahead
Thank
already.
you.
So it's Enzo, myself, Rene, then yourself,
Alright.
Steve P5.
That was a really good call. P6.
Hello, I'm back.
Stay away.
Only 5 laps behind.
yeah, best of luck with that one, Leslie.
While you're there, just have a look at Leslie's car and enjoy it while it's got 4 wheels. See what it's supposed to look like.
I had a close-up of him clobbering the wall.
Steve will also be able to check it out when I probably stand around the outside of him. Try to keep up with the pack again.
I mean, that's the thing. If you want to unlock yourself on us and just tow us along and save our fuel, feel free.
I mean, yeah, I'm still good for another, is that 25 laps?
To be honest, that's too much talking for my
I mean, mine's
preference,
got
but
42 laps in it. I
it's
don't really believe it because
still
it's
good
got a
to be in
safety car
here.
lap.
In case I need to talk to the
Look at your fuel usage.
live steward.
With my fuel consumption in like race trim, I'm good for another 25 laps.
But yeah, many were
Just
to
keep it out
box,
of the wall.
and I knew that I'm gonna be like
I was
P10
fine
maybe,
on my own.
maybe P15.
You were on your own.
I just have social anxiety. All these people around me frighten me into the wall.
So that was a surely good call. We are already speeding. Look at that. The rules say that you cannot speed, like a safety car goes 160 and you can only start accelerating once it goes green. But I guess we are having some liberties here around. I'm just gonna let them have it.
Oh, good move, Peter. I saw that in the mirror.
But top 2 have not boxed, so they have old tires.
Oh, we've hit halfway on time before we've hit halfway on distance. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh wow, Liam was a lap down. He's made his way back up to 4th. Well done.
What was that for? Wait, that car was exiting pits? Okay. Huh?
Or was it Yannick this time?
Wouldn't surprise me.
No, wouldn't surprise me either.
He leaves us very, very late. When he's
Where's Bruno going?
Sofian's following him.
He's just overtaking on the yellow.
He's a lap down or so.
Well, so am I, but I'm not overtaking anyone.
It's telling me I meant to catch him up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well he's... Maybe it's giving him the message that he can I don't know.
It says, please catch up, Bruno, on my screen.
Oh. I mean,
because he was in front of you when we passed the line.
I mean, he's probably telling him to catch up to me.
And
oh no.
So,
No, I
what
got
on
the...
earth is going on?
Yeah, it says I have to catch him up. Don't know why.
Stick where you are. If it gives you a penalty for it, Peter,
I cannot deal with all the talking anymore, sorry. I can turn it on again later, but I need I need a little bit of silence in my headset. I cannot ever imagine doing this in real life. It's absolute madness. I still remember the first time I experienced this in R Factor. and that's... it blew my mind. But you can really appreciate races like this once you experience it in the sim. And Doc, nope, I really don't do much oval racing. I did a couple of races in Formula Sim Racing in that winter series. We had like Apple Valley, I don't know, is it Charlotte in real life? But they don't have the license. And we did Indy 300. And we did something else. And then, if you remember, we had that D-Race All-Star on the actual Indy one time. And I did win that time, although it was 2 races and I won the first one, and then the next one was reverse grid and didn't go too well. So I got the idea that if you do well in corners, you will, like on normal track, on normal corners, you will do relatively well on the ovals as well if you have somebody telling you about strategy and how to do the strategy. But just the management of the traffic and where to put the car left, right, that's quite tricky. So if you race against people who know what they are doing, they can easily just go by. And I surely would need some more experience. Yeah, I'm thinking of the strategy now. Like I can do, what will it be, 35 more laps, and then I will have like 3/4 of a tank to refuel, and that's gonna be important to select the correct amount to add. And I hope my overlay wakes up till then, because now it's saying to add minus 32.8 liters, but that's because I'm using half a liter per lap on mix 1. Yeah, but the top 2, I don't know why they didn't box. Do they imagine they can go to the end from here? What's going on? But it's surely a good position. Like I'm P6, fighting P1 and P2 not far ahead, but I have new tires and I have more fuel. So it cannot be bad, right? Anyway, here we go. People behind gearing for a nice jump on everybody else. Look at that. That's... what is that? Oh, that was Rene. Oh no. Still on mix 1 or what? The guy that I overtaken. I can go to the end, copy. I mean, I imagine I will have to box once more. Should I use the tire advantage now that I have it? We're losing touch. Oh. Alright. But it's too risky to pit now and just fuel up, right? I mean, it's still 50 minutes, 70. I mean, we might not really get much yellows anymore. Mix one. I thought I did it, but I didn't. Thank you. Yeah, I'm staying out. So if it's like 35 laps on one tank, that's like 25 minutes. But I think the leaders... Will the leaders go for it? I mean, at some point they have to. I boxed with 35 liters, so they have 17 now. They will surely box. But if they box, they are kind of in trouble. They will be quite far behind. Yeah, there they go. And then they will hope they don't have to box anymore. It's gonna be a long way for them, right? Nah, they will have to box again. Surely. I could jump back into the voice chat, but there was so much talking I couldn't process it anymore. I appreciate people being able to actually react to the green flag while talking still. I fully concentrate, and when the green flag drops I still feel like I'm 8 years old because the reaction time to go full throttle is depressingly slow. And that's with full focus. But yeah, longer yellows now because cars are lap down. And we need to do extra lap for them to be able to box. Monitor delay and input lag. I mean, I'm already assuming that. That's always the case, and I'm thinking every third day about getting a better monitor. With less ghosting and less silly stuff happening, but it does the job for now. I mean, it's still 1 millisecond response, I think. Black Friday. I mean, I surely have to wait till there is a glitch in my bank account and some zeros appear. Until then, what I have to be very happy with. So where are my opponents? P10, P11. Okay. And they have marginally fresher tires and, well, marginally more fuel. Mix 8. Run! Would be so good if I could escape Slipstream. Interesting. What happens now? So, but it's still too early for me to box. Catch up to the safety car. I am catching up to the safety car. So it's 40. It's getting close, you know. Yeah, surely more yellows, right? So again, full push is like 35, I think. Now it's 43 to go. Yeah, I might as well wait a bit. Where is P9, P10? The effective, kind of effective leaders? Or am I effective leader? I don't even know. Would be nice to have like the percentage of fuel remaining like in LMU. Further 8 laps, yeah, that makes sense. But I cannot let Enzo and Rocket come too close because they will have a smaller pit stop, like a faster pit stop, slightly less refuel. So I kind of need to box when they box to be fully safe. Anyway, gonna wait for the next one. But I mean, If people go for a gamble now, it's a good gamble, you know. They can go till the end with a little bit of fuel saving. Yeah, don't run out of fuel. That's a preferable thing to do. This is the vital data, which I don't want to even show now because it went absolutely out of any control for whatever reason. But this is the track temperature. I mean, it started falling down, but now it's still 14, I don't know. Should be between 3 and 8. No, 3 is too low. Let's say 5 and 8 for sports purposes. So millimoles per liter, this is the blood glucose, because I have type 1 diabetes, so it's very useful to have it visible like this. Just for peace of mind, and in case the sugar drops too low, I can in time react to that. It's actually SIM hub feature, or like it was programmed. Like I asked Polak, if you know Jan Polak. He said it should be easy to do. He's within Brabham, like sim racing team as well. There is another guy with diabetes there, and he's appreciating the feature as well. So basically, I have the sensor in my arm. It transmits data to the phone, and from phone to the cloud, and then from cloud to, or well, from somebody else's computer to back to the to SIM hub, you know. Well, here we go. Exactly 40 laps to go. Yeah, I think those who boxed now don't have to box again. Well, MD, I hope my endocrinologist, the doctor, doesn't look at the stream now, although that would be kind of awesome at the same time. Although he always tells to me that generally I'm fine, so better to have it a bit higher than a bit lower. It's really not possible to pull a gap, right? It just will not work. No, I can feel when it's high, kind of. I mean, I become thirsty and so on. There are signs that you wouldn't know if you didn't have the experience, but now I know pretty much. Although it's not as reliable as when you have too low blood sugar, then it's 100% clear. There it is, the crucial full course yellow. Where I have to box. But how much fuel to take? And should I change the tires and lose extra 2-3 seconds? Eric, you say stay out. Why stay out? 35 to go. You think I can stay here without a pit stop? Fresh rubber in the end is crucial. I mean that's right, to be honest. Yeah, because I don't have enough of clearance now to people behind. Although so many did box. Yeah, let's see. Because now I would be behind some people that are going to the end, and I would have maybe too little advantage. But I'm kind of... it's a bit of a gamble, I'm not too comfortable here. Not comfortable at all, to be honest. Would need an engineer. An engineer that knows exact numbers. What happens when. Where is Fatsi P8? But Rocket is P3. Yeah, so P3 is now in quite a nice position. I don't know, it feels like I should have boxed. But let's see. Oh, we are already going. Yeah, where is he wanted to put his nose? That wasn't too great from him, but okay, no contact. What is he doing? Like, is this how it should be raced? Feels too risky. He is too risky. Okay. Yeah, okay. I guess box now. I don't know, like, was that a good decision to stay out before? I feel like I'm gonna be in a big train now. Many will not box, and I will be basically last. Yeah, pit closed, but it's gonna open now. How much fuel to even have till the end? 30 laps, maybe 60 liters. Yeah, I mean, I have to box. If there is no yellow in the next few laps after it stops being yellow, then I'm stay. I mean, if I stay out and there is no yellow, I'm done, I think. I mean, I can as well just take, yeah, full tank. I mean, I will. Maybe that's a mistake, but I really don't feel comfortable going forward. One lap to go. That's a problem as well. Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe I should have risked it, but my fuel was really going to the end. Or like, okay, P9 is not too bad, you know. And I am now fully certain I don't have to fuel save. But the issue is I have quite a few lapped cars ahead. But yeah, I mean, I lost more time with tires anyway, so it was a good call to just full tank. Is there damage? Nope. Remember, it's 25% damage multiplier, so a very high threshold to get any damage. It's not esports, it's a community event. car gripped, I cannot believe it. I desperately need that slipstream now. Oh, that's Enzo behind. Late defense. Nice move. Ow. Hope I'm not destroying tires too much. Okay. Bit of a breather. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about tires, to be honest, how severe the thermal deck is, but like I'm constant 120 and that's not great for sure. I thought I should have better tires than Enzo behind, but I think Enzo boxed the same time, right? Stop for a new tire. Does it work like that? I hope it doesn't remove tires, or like that it doesn't remove fuel during a race. Alright, 20 laps to go. 19. I don't think the leader is going for it. Or like effective leader in P2. If that's how the situation is. They're all staying out. Does that mean that everybody is able to go till the end? Could be the case. I hope I have the better tire. Maybe others have superior setups when it comes to saving the tires and having lower temperatures. I don't know, it really feels like I'm skidding like off at the exit of every corner. If I'm in clean air then it's fine, but in Slipstream it's just terrible. And I can be mix 8 now anyway. Too much fuel, I think. Yeah, max 20 laps to go. And I have fuel for more than 20 even if it's flat out, so... Mix 8, lower gear. It's always a skid game. Copy, copy. Why are you leaving a gap there? Ah, it's one more lap. I see. Yeah, there is lapped cars again, so... 1 to go. I wonder how much of a gamble the people ahead are playing, because they could be very marginal with fuel and maybe counting on one more yellow. Or maybe this yellow has saved the race for them. But I'm not comfortable with Fazi behind because he is quick. But I'm pretty happy to go even above 100 laps without a crash. I did crash, right? Effectively I DNF'd myself twice heavily into the wall, but because of the lower damage, the game, or like the organizers, kind of implied that we have to be a bit more risky, therefore I'm wall riding now and then. Well, here we go. Restart number, I don't know, 12. Enzo, don't do it. Where is Enzo getting that speed? It's just insane, I don't know. Playing way too much of a skid game. How? Did I produce this yellow by wall riding, or... I have no damage, so... Yeah, I mean, in real life, I don't think I would have gone for that outside lap, outside overtake. It was quite crazy one, but maybe I would have gone for it in real life in the last lap, when the brain would be shut off. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with my 6th, you know? I'm just unhappy with how my car behaves in the corners. Feels like Enzo just has much more downforce. He was struggling a little bit in qualifying, and I tried to make my setup more race balanced after quali, but I couldn't. Whatever I did, it didn't really feel any better, but I didn't really, like, I didn't do proper preparation. I just tried some clicks, soften some ARBs and try to have more wing, but more wing just meant a lot slower lap times and struggles in the corners still. Yeah, I mean... But it... Was that because of me, or did somebody behind bin it? If that was because of me, I could do some unsportsmanlike moves, and if I'm under pressure, I can just smash the wall a little bit. Because the damage multiplier allows for that, and then we can just have yellow. It happened, yeah, it happened exactly as I touched the wall, or like right after it, so maybe it counts the force. I don't even know how to burn fuel. First gear. But I don't know if I can burn meaningful enough. And I'm just gonna bin it if I do it. $12 to go. Let's burn some microliters. Well, we went green before it went green, so... Where is he getting so much grip? Okay, another yellow. That was not my fault. Uh-oh. Interesting, but logical when the rules are like that. Have to go from 300 to 160 in a very short zone. if the safety car is that late. In iRacing I would get DQ for this, right? In real life as well, probably. You're in chat, alright. Yeah, I have turned off the chat, I couldn't process it anymore. Gas and brake. That's actually a good call. It's a bit faster than going from 0 to max. Oil temp is fine. So, Rocket behind should have worse tires. But he's still able to carry more speed out of corners. I don't know, I have something too stiff on my setup. I checked and I'm not really hitting the packers or the ground. So maybe just the spring rate. Although if I softened it I would be hitting the ground somewhere. I don't know. I mean, 8 laps to go now, right? So setup doesn't matter anymore. Full course yellow? Somebody binned it again? During yellow? It said 1 lap to go, right? So what is the strategy now? If I take the lead, I have no chance. But there are people now in the pack with fully fresh tires, I suppose, not far behind. A lot of crash in the back. Yeah, I fear I'm gonna take the lead and then P2, P3 and P4 will go past me in the same go. Well, let's see what happens. Working together, that's good to see. Now a big overspeed is coming. From P3. Where is the yellow? Here is the yellow. No damage somehow. But that's it for the race, you know. I don't know, in the end probably a racing incident. But I gave enough space on the outside, I think. Well, a shame, but I gave it a shot. What happens now? I mean, it's gonna be 3 laps of yellow. Yeah, that's it. Should be just red flag now. Yeah, I don't know, like as I said, I don't really have enough experience to know exactly what to do. I think I was doing the correct thing, but we will check in the replay after this is over. But I almost caught it, but in the end I don't know, like I did an unsafe rejoin, but I didn't have the grip to stay below. Like I just drifted onto the banking and then people behind went flat out. But where was the yellow? Like we were spinning across, why no yellow flag? I crashed heavily into the wall. Should be instant yellow and then I'm still... Like if it goes yellow in the moment I hit that wall, I'm still on the podium. Well, I mean, I'm gonna take it as the way that I approach this race. I didn't really approach it with esports positions or like esports bragging rights as the goal for the end, to be P1 or on the podium. I hoped for it, for sure. I fought hard for it, but I mostly approached it as a community race, and as a community race it was good fun for 121 laps. But the end ended like... How did it end? I remember Michi's race on Indy 500 some years ago when he was like fighting for the podium, and it was also like last lap crash or something. Yeah, let's see what the replay says. Pits open, so gonna be... Will it be 1 lap to go? Like 1 lap, last lap, drag race till the end. We work so well together with the leader until we went for side by side. 1 lap to go, right, so indeed it's gonna be 1 lap race for the win. It's gonna be decided by who jumps the start more. Yeah, I mean, I should have boxed, to be honest, yeah, for the tires, but yeah, let's see. It would have been a red flag, right, in real life. With massive damage all over the track. Or do they even do red flags at Indy 500? They surely do, right? Yeah, I understeered a lot, for sure. I just felt like you know, if it was lap 1 I would lift a bit more, but it was the highest stakes battle for the lead in the end. I thought we have it under control, but yeah, again, let's see the replay. People leaving big gaps. There is a gap. I'm sorry. We survived. That was the stupidest move of the race for me, but how did nobody die now? Safe rejoin. And across the line in P8. Who won? Highly. That's unexpected. Where did he come from? Wait, is this Highly the man? It's Highly the man that I helped fix the FFB by telling, checking Discord. Liam Highly, just before the race, said he has no FFB, he cannot fix it. I tell him, uninstall Logitech G-Hub if you have it. It fixes the game from him, the game for him. He joins, he wins. Okay, I will take a little bit of a bragging right for that victory still. Because without that message, he might have not even done the race. I mean, that's what the community event is in the end all about, right? No need for prize pools, or like happy that I don't have to think of prize pools now. That makes it my win. It's alright. I had good fun. It was a great experience. Mostly, or like there were mostly clean overtakes for me. I think others risked way more than I. When we battled, but I risked too much in the wrong moment. Anyway, I promised a replay, right? Let me take the traction gloves off before somebody kicks me from the overtake server, or I should do it like this, right? Traction. There you go. Jeroen, you had a worse fate, right? You didn't even get a race. So 118, 100. Okay, there we go. I mean, of course I defend. I have to defend. Otherwise, P3 could just go on the inside. We turn in. It's just so early, like you cannot even judge it as like it's still Apex, right? I have a little bit of that RF2, you know, I don't know how to put my hand. You go into the corner, you're rotating, then you have the front bites a bit, but the rear kind of starts snapping a bit, so you go a bit sideways, and then the server shuts down, so I have to reload. I think I was decently close to that apex, you know. I think I was decently close to the apex, and I did understeer a little bit wide, but I'm not experienced enough to tell if the attacker on the right should have given more space or not. I need to reload the replay, but I mean now it's... Has it fully crashed or what? Let me, come on. Exit. I forgot how the UI works here. So back to the main, then watch and community, replace R1 load. Yeah, Wians, like if he were more on the right side and he had my car, then he would be understeering straight into the wall. And he had worst tires, or like worse tires than I. So he had the overspeed, he had to carry the speed around the outside and hope for the best. I don't know, I wish I had a good setup, or I wish it was a fixed setup race. These community events like this, it's better if it's fixed setup. Like even Formula Sim Racing was fixed setup when we did the Indy 300 and the other Indy Pro races. And that D-Race All-Star event was fixed setup as well, so I never really had to deal with it. And then it just... like it's... So that was the pass for the lead. Yeah, I'm gonna check the gaps now again, like I have to learn from it. Wait, let me go one lap before. So the pass was here. Wait, you mean the other pass? I don't know how to find that one. Let's see my brake trace. Is it even visible? It's not visible, unfortunately. Come on, where is... Ah! What is happening? Let's put this chat somewhere. No, I don't know. I'm the best streamer when it comes, or the most experienced streamer, so I know exactly how to show the things now. No, I don't. If I move... Come on, I know what to do. I do this. I hope the game doesn't crash. And then I do this and this. Come on. And this. And then you can see the... Oh, you could see... Ah, it's on the left side. Ah. Never mind. My brain is fully fried anyway. On LMU, the inputs are on the right, so I got confused. I didn't even check. You see how the tires are doing whoa, 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 like... You could say I understeered into him, but then at the same time... I lifted. Like... I'm lifting here, I'm not even flat. I go flat, and then I see corner is gonna open up again. I start drifting wide, and I just... Yeah, I lift because I see his... I don't know, it feels like he's bringing his car very dangerously low. You know, at this point it's all fine. But then his front right finds some grip that I don't understand. And at the same time I understeer wide, so in that case... I think... I mean, it's on me because I understeer into him, but at the same time it's... I don't have enough experience to even judge it. Yeah, 50-50 probably. And then we kind of... Yeah, he doesn't sort of... He survives. He doesn't sort of... Oh, okay. Nah. What a drift. And then I have a tank slapper as well. Tandem drifting at Indy 500 at 333 kph. I kind of caught it. Couldn't stay down. Had to go to the... What? Wait. Okay, sorry, but this... I don't quite understand this one. Not that it would change much, but I think this one finally made it yellow flag. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know if it's a replay, but you see the front right tire, like it's stable. But if you see my front right tire, it's vibrating like crazy. Maybe it's because if it's a user replay and versus opponent replay, but I could feel this wobbling all the time, like it was just bouncing. Anyway, it is what it is. I don't know if I can find... I think I should... I quickly want to go through those replays, because I think I have one really good overtake somewhere. Maybe a bit further. No, this was straight a yellow. And this was just a start pass. Yeah, that one overtake of two cars around the outside was pretty epic, but I'm gonna find it a bit later and do the timestamps like I normally do. Maybe I have luck and I find it here now. I'm gonna dream some left corners tonight for sure. Was it here? It must have been here. Maybe after the yellow. No, no, this was just a straightforward move. I think there was some crazier move before. I'm gonna just call it a day here. Do I ever watch the IRL race? I did a couple of laps, but not. I never really watched IndyCar, which is funny because IndyCar Racing 2 was my first kind of racing sim. Jeroen, do you remember what lap was it? I just cannot find it or remember. I can drag this stuff across the whole race, but I will not find it. Yeah, I mean, let that be it for today. Let's see if RF2 is still alive enough next year so I can do it again. If we are not fully into Le Mans Ultimate by then. I mean, I hope LMU is so alive that there is not even a question of doing RF2 Indy 500. But at the same time, I wish that LMU is so alive that suddenly there is R Factor 3 with even better Indy cars. Let's see what happens in the next 5 years. It should be good fun. Until then, well, thank you guys for engineering me. Strategy was good. My racecraft in the end maybe wasn't the greatest. RF2 should have become the IndyCar sim, and it should have had all the beautiful US tracks. We got some, but not all. IndyCar Ultimate, yeah. Lap 108. That was because Enzo was coming for me. I wanted to give aero draft to the car behind, And then I was like, yeah, if I don't go for the gap, then Enzo is gonna pass me, so full throttle. But yeah, you see, like, look where I was. I went for the move. I really like left a lot of gap on the left side because I knew that the guy will the guy can easily understeer wide, and like the gap was spot on, but yeah, uncomfy, but it was spot on. So I was tighter than Rene here on that fateful lap 120. So while I did understeer into the other guy, at the same time I thought with my little experience that he should have given me more space on the inside. That's tight. It's very tight. And then I was in the toe of P2. That was a nice move for sure. Yeah, I mean, I was ready to back out of it, kind of. Because at this point, I wasn't really sufficiently alongside, so I just hoped for the best. But then I realized, yeah, he's not gonna run me off, he's having enough rotation, so... And he doesn't want to crash either, so... Yeah, that was a nice one. Okay, well, time to stop. Eric, thank you, and thank you again for the strategy calls. That was a good one. I suppose racing incident in the end. And then last lap was what it was. Okay, that one was just like four wide asking for trouble. Who is that? Bruno. Bruno, if you are watching this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I turned off my brain and just went for it. But I mean, 25% damage mult kind of changes the way everybody drives, right? Because this looks like the most lower yellow public lobby ever. But nobody got any damage. Wait, who was that? Well, I was about to close the stream 3 times already. That's a lapped car. That's Leslie, the pole sitter. Yeah. And then you cannot stay down. Where am I? Kind of close as well. Okay, now for real. Thank you guys. RF2, it was for a change. I'm gonna have a bit more RF2 on the last day of May with 100 laps of historic Monaco with old F1 cars. Gonna be fun. Till then, more LMU. So have a very nice weekend and see you next time. Good night, bye bye.